Hi all! So on to another unboxing of the Warhammer weekly collection. Haven't actually looked in it and seen what's in there myself yet. We've just ripped off this bit because I had the address on it. What weeks have we got this one?
I can't remember. They'll say the numbers of the issues on it, but this one arrived a bit early because of Christmas.
Yeah, we've had this a little while. I just haven't got around to filming it. What we got? 15, 16, 17 and 18. Put that to the side a minute. So, let's have a look at 15 first. Oh, scissors so that I don't rip the bags. Because we all know I'm gonna. Thank you. So we got something extra in this time.
Yep, we got the first premium set, which should be Tyranids and Space Marine set.
Look what we're seeing it. So we've got a very large base plate, and it's just the one model, isn't it?
Yep.
Which is the. You're gonna have to say that for me.
I believe it's Psychophage.
So just the Psychophage. Pretty good sized model, and this is the one that I'm gonna paint.
Yeah.
Because this goes with the Tyranid I'm painting. This one looks like it's gonna be fun to do.
It's got a lot of little details on it as well for that one.
Let's see.
Oh.
We've got a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah, one of the things have popped off.
Yeah.
That's fine, they're meant to come. So that is objectives, it looks like. Yeah, so okay. That one. So this is where it teaches you about points and objectives and how you score in the game. It looks like.
Trying to be very careful so we don't pop any more.
Oh, they're all meant to be popped out. So
I know, but keep them neat until you get them into the case. Yeah. So that way round, people can read it. A combat control turn breakdown, command phase, movement phase, shooting phase, charge phase, and fight phase. So, yeah, so you can see it. We've got the Tyranid monster, new fiction, cover and terrain. So we're still on pop together, which is the way I like it, so I don't mess it up. Looks like it might have some little fiddly bits in it.
Yeah, so it will have some fiddly bits, normally around the mouth, I believe it is.
That's gonna be fun.
I think it's its tongue or something. That needs to go in between the two large pieces.
Yeah, of course, so you can see it, don't you? Yeah, it's gonna be a nice size model, isn't it? Look. So we've got all the how to paint it here.
Yeah, we should have most of the colours for these, with I believe the highlight colours in the upcoming ones.
Yeah, which is awesome. I'm taken to doing build and paint videos as we do them rather than week by week at this point because I just couldn't keep up with their filming.
Yeah, especially with ones like Tyranids where, like Tormagons, it's 10 units plus the 3 River Swarm units altogether.
Yeah, so it's a lot. So we're going to do the unboxings once a month when we get them for the weekly ones, and then I'm just going to put out the paint ones, the build and paint videos as we do them, so it could be a little while rest of the year to do it all, but no hurry, is there?
Nope, still got plenty of weeks of magazines to come.
Screamer Pink used in this one.
Yeah, I believe we got some of that in the last month's set.
And then the Corax White and the Wraith Bone.
Yeah.
Oh, we're even using the Macarage Blue in this one.
Looks
and
like
the
it's a
black.
Yeah,
wow,
looks
this
like
one takes a lot of colour, doesn't it?
Yeah, I believe that's a Space Marine's arm. It's because you also get the little black from the under parts of the armour.
Okay, violent. Cool, like it. But yeah, this one looks like it's going to be really good fun to paint because there's going to be a lot to do on that. So again, work in progress. There's definitely more to go as usual because we've still got highlights and lowlights and things.
I'd probably say when painting some bits of this one to do it before on the base because it'll be harder to get to the underside while it's attached to the base.
Yeah,
But with these ones, I think they're popped together on the base, so you can just put it on the base, and then if you need to paint underneath, use something like the back of a paintbrush to pop it out of the base.
Oh, that'd be handy. Yeah. So then read, we've got Soul Feeder. So I guess that's telling us about that. And they're consuming more. I've been sick, my brain is not working. And then we got its data sheets and things.
Yeah, so that's where if you want to name your psychophage. And then it should have, yeah, there's its stats, its data sheet.
Awesome. And then
it's a beefy unit with 10 wounds.
Oh wow.
And a 3+ saving throw. So
cool.
Very strong.
Nice.
Oh, and a toughness 9 as well, so it's on the higher end of toughness.
Nice. So cover and terrain, which is part of the play. Troops advance across hostile ground, dashing between obstacles and hunkering down behind cover to evade enemy fire. Whether ruins, barricades, or some strange biological growth, such as cover, can mean the difference between life and death. In this guide, you'll learn how to use cover and terrain to keep your troops safe. That's quite cool.
Yeah, so I believe cover and terrain give minuses to your opponent's attacks and hit rolls. So it makes it harder for them to actually shoot you and injure you.
Well, it looks like there's some weapons that ignore cover and go straight through.
Yeah, so cool. Flamer weapons frequently ignore cover, I believe, or ignore some cover because it's just a cone of fire going out. So unless it's like a big solid wall that it's going to go through. And there are some units which, as it shows here, does not. They don't get the benefit of cover either because the cover's on the other side of where it's being shot, or if the unit is too big, I think it has like a monstrous tag. It means it's too big to hide behind standard cover, which with some of the big units makes sense.
Yes.
It's hard to hide a 10-foot tall monster behind a 1-foot high wall.
Yeah, that would be higher taking the mick. So it's interesting. So it's quite cool because everything's been out in the open fighting up until now, hasn't it? So
yeah,
it's quite nice to introduce the terrain and cover.
Yeah, and as I say, some units can fly over terrain as well.
Okay. So even that doesn't help on all of them.
Yeah, normally units would have to wander around terrain though. I think there's some they can climb over if it's a short one, but flying units can just fly over the terrain.
Like the winged tyrannid climb. Yeah, funky. So then we've got some more battle scenario lines in that, which is going to be good for learning again. With all of its different moves. And the Space Marines turn. At some point we will get to play, but
yeah,
let me get them built first. But, yeah, so that looks like really cool, and it's been interesting to learn about the cover and that because that's something we haven't covered yet. So 16, we're going to get the base
Mephiston red
and a layer squidge orange.
Yeah, which is
squig orange.
Yeah, squigs, which are all basically tiny little creatures the orcs use for lots of different things.
And then 17 and 18 are parts 1 and 2.
Yeah, for more
first founding chapters, successor chapters, and command points.
Yep, so that'll teach you about some of the chapters for Space Marines, the first founding ones, and then their successor chapters afterwards. And command points are a point you use in the game for certain abilities.
Ah, right, okay.
Like one of the most common ones is command point reroll. So say you roll a dice and you need like a 4 to kill something, but you roll a 1, 2 or 3. You can spend 1 command point per turn to re-roll that dice.
Oh, cool. That's quite funky then. Okay, so I'll give you that, a pack while I cut open the next one. This is number 16, and as I said, we've got our paints. So so Mephiston red.
Yeah, Mephiston.
Mephiston.
Because it's one of the blood angels, I believe. I think it's like one of their chapter masters.
Squid orange. So these look cool.
Yeah, so the squid orange is a layer paint, so it's normally used for like highlighting or some more detailed stuff.
Okay, cool.
But for some things, like I think the squigs, it can be used for more of a base paint.
So this is what you'll use on your cloaks.
Yeah, so cloaks, the sigils, and some other iconography on the stuff.
Little bits and pieces in here. Quite a few bits get on in them.
Yeah. Normally it's the higher level Space Marines that get it, like the sergeants will get it on their helmets.
That looks cool. Oh yeah, there we go, look. Cool. Gotta have a delicate hand to get in there.
Yeah, for the beacon.
And in the eyes. Oh, I gotta make my hands a lot less shaky to be able to do things like that. But hopefully one day. Until then, I'll just pass them over to you to do it. Though you do these ones anyway, luckily.
Yeah.
But they're coming along really nicely at that point, aren't they?
Yep, so most of the detailed stuff with the red, the gold and the silver is done, but we still need the shader paints for like the skin tones and the armour wear. And I believe there is some other detailed paints that are still being needed.
Yeah.
Because like some of these sigils are still.
Oh yeah, so they haven't been done yet, have they?
Yeah, I think they get more of a brass colour than the gold. So these might arrive when we get more brass coloured stuff coming in, probably in the next set of combat patrols, maybe.
Oh, so I get to use the orange on the wings and on
some of the fleshy parts of weapons and stuff.
Tentacle things, and then the red's going to go in here. That's cool.
Yeah, all over his weapon.
So getting some extra colour onto mine now, which is nice. They were a little on the plain side.
Yeah, so closer details for how it looks on the guns. So it's on the main fleshy parts, just not the inner workings, which will be the ammo and barrel, or the armour plating on top, which is the still the blackish colour.
I do like they zoom in, so like me, you can actually see how it gets done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Reed, we've got some stuff on the Ultramarines. Yeah, he's looking all painted up. Glory and Despair. That sounds like a lovely combination there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reading there. One day I'll get around to reading it all, but I need to get my brain working properly so I can actually remember what I've read.
There's a lot of lore for Warhammer.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to take me so long to learn them all. Leviathan, High Fleet stuff.
Yep, so this is talking about High Fleet Leviathan, which I think is the biggest High Fleet at the moment.
Ah, cool.
Which is the standard bony and purple colour.
Yeah. They look cool. Then we got the special abilities. Ooh.
So this will teach you about the abilities certain units get. So
Feel no pain. Wow.
yeah, so a lot of units will get feel no pain and then X for the number, where it says has it been feel no pain 5+ ability. This means each time that it fails a saving roll, and takes damage from attack, you can roll a dice to see if it ignores the damage or not. If you get a 5 or higher, it ignores the damage.
Cool. Oh, and this one's the ignores cover one.
Yeah. So he probably has a big flamer type weapon.
So that's really cool. Anti.
Oh yeah. So weapons will have anti keyword X, which means they do, if it's, I believe it should say, Units particularly strong against other types of units. Each time an attack is made against a unit with the given keyword, an unmodified wound roll of X inflicts a critical wound. So normally a 6 will, against something, will hit a critical wound on the target. Say it's like anti-vehicle 4. If you hit a 4, 5 or 6, it's a critical wound against the vehicle.
Oh, right.
So you'll have stuff which are like anti-armor weapons, which will do more chance of doing critical damage to high armor stuff like vehicles, or you have anti-infantry, anti-flying, stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
So
there's quite a bit there to learn then.
Yeah.
It's so complicated, there's so much to it.
Yeah. After playing like a match or two, you tend to get used to the standards of the game, and then it's just like command points and how certain abilities interact.
Yeah.
Will take a bit more.
Yeah, the new realities Discord's been talking about playing some beginner games with, they say, 200 points.
Yeah, which will be a lot smaller because standard matches are 2,000 point armies, I believe.
Oh, yeah, so it's quite a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I think each combat patrol is about 200 to 300 points, I think.
Yeah, they want to do some complete beginners, which is cool because people like me needs to learn to start off slow before we move into the big armies.
No, you will need to check what the stats are, because as the game goes on, they nerf or buff stuff, so point values might change. So one day, one unit might be like 50 points, another day it might be 80 points.
Oh god, how am I supposed to keep track of all this?
They have files on the website for you to download, and it shows any changes.
Yeah, I'm going to need to. Yeah, so 17 and 18, we get the 10 Tergonons and the Ripper Swarm.
Yeah.
Cool.
There. More for painting.
Yep. So we do that. And we'll move on to 17.
Did you want to open 17 and 18 together? It's both the same?
We'll do them separate, just simply so that we don't get the bits in the wrong place. We can only fit one magazine up in view anyway. So this is the spruces of some of the Termalots, thank you. My brain is not braining. So those ones are very dark coloured.
Yeah, those ones will be from a different fleet, I believe. I don't know which ones are the black and cream ones.
I prefer my ones. I prefer the colour. So usual click together.
Yep, the building guide for these ones. So this one will contain just a build guide, a bunch of reading stuff, and then a couple of play bits.
Life in the Imperium. Oh, Lost Goals.
Yeah, they don't allow AI because of centuries in the past, millennia in the past, the AI they built rebelled against them. So now, instead of AI, they lobotomize people and use their skulls and their brains like little computers.
Oh, lovely.
So that's why you see a lot of floating skulls around like these with stuff attached to them, because they're basically, servo skulls. Servo skulls are simple constructs used to aid workers and administrators alike. They are fitted with a range of attachments from tool arms to guns. To have one's remains turned into a servo skull is a great honour reserved for particularly faithful servants, such as Space Marine chapter serfs.
Lovely.
So yeah.
When I die, I want to be a server.
So yeah, a lot of people just get lobotomised and turned into servo skulls.
Yeah, not the sort of thing I'd find as an honour, but whoever.
So.
And then first founding chapters.
So these will normally be the original chapters based on the original legions. So like the Dark Angels Legion and the Dark Angels chapter. And yeah, here's the 9 loyalist ones. So you've got.
So there's quite a few, isn't there?
Yeah, well, there was. I'll say 18 legions. There was technically 20, 2 of them were scrubbed from history, so 18. And these are the 9 loyalist ones. So you've got Dark Angels, White Scars, Space Wolves, Imperial Fists, Blood Angels, Iron Hands, ultramarines, which are the blue boys you see all the time.
Yeah.
Salamanders and the Raven Guard.
Yeah, ultramarine's the only one I recognise.
Yeah, so they have little information on what each of the legions are like.
Ah, cool.
And then you got some of the high fleet
adaptations, so we can see the different ones in them.
Yeah, so Leviathan, the cream and purple. You've got Behemoth, which is the black and red ones. And Hydra is the sort of blue, dark blue and red. Kronos with red armour and sort of blue and brown on the underside. Kraken with the sort of greyish bone with red. And Jormungandr with golden armour plate and black undersides.
Didn't realise there were so many different ones.
Yeah.
Sorry, but the first thing I think of when I see blue and red is Spider-Man. Or even Superman.
Yeah.
Tools of the Wall. So, lots more information to read up on. And then information about the command points and stratagems.
Yeah. So this will teach you how command points and stratagems are used.
I guess these are all the one command points.
So that's the command reroll I was on about, where it costs one command point to reroll a dice.
Awesome. Yeah. I wouldn't cut them, I just squat what do you call it?
Yeah, normally people just have a tracker to keep count of how many you have.
Easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then we've got some more plays. Which a lot more stuff going on in them.
Yeah, bigger area looks like with more units.
And employing the covers more now as well. So that's quite cool. Oh yeah. They box themselves in quite nicely. Of course that one can go over cover, can't it? So
I think it can, yeah. There are some limits, like doorways big units can't fit through.
Yeah, that would make sense. More factions join the fight.
So this will be our next slot of units our next two factions for probably next month.
So we're going to get the Eldari?
Yeah, Eldari, which are the space elves.
Cool.
With powerful psychic abilities and esoteric technology with a graceful and arrogant Eldari.
Cool. And then Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah.
Harness the terrifying power of the dark gods with the traitorous Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah.
Did we discuss which one of them we were doing each?
I can't remember. I think we were both going to decide when they came out, but it shows an idea of all the units you'll get with each one.
Cool. They look funky. Yeah, those are some good ones. I mean, you've already done a bunch of Space Marines, so you might want to do those ones and I do Space Marines. Or if you want to carry on with the Space Marines and I do them, I don't really mind. I'm happy either way, I think.
I might do the Eldari just because I don't have any Eldari stuff at the moment. Yeah, so Chaos Space Marines will be Space Marines with spikier and more fire and skulls.
Ooh, yeah, right up my street. Awesome. Okay, so the 18, which we'll show in a minute, is going to have the part 2 of the Telegram Knights. And then 19...
I think 19 and 20 should be the last of the Tyranids and Space Marines, I think.
Parasite of Mortex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked like some fun ones, so it could be them. So this has got all of the bases. I guess that bigger one is for the little cluster of them.
The Ripper Swarm, I think.
That was it, yeah, I can't remember the name.
Yeah, it has a slightly bigger base than the others.
So that's all the bases. Ooh, 2 more. And this is the spruce for some more of them. Looks like 2 of the same ones there, yeah.
Yeah.
A few different ones. Well, Some of these ones are really little small and fiddly. So, what have we got in this one? So again, it's just the paint, and then a few reed ones, and then some more plays.
Yeah.
So we're using Wraithbone, Barknar, Burgundy. So same as before. Then we've got the Abaddon Black and a Screamer Pink, which is my favourite name for paint ever.
Yeah, I think it's one used for Emperor's Children stuff. I think it's one of their secondary colours.
Ah, cool. And Squidge Orange again. So they're just going to end up matching what we've already painted, which is really cool. It's nice that we now got them, that we can paint them all in one go instead of waiting to do it bit by bit. Which is going to be nice once we've got all the paints, we can just get on with painting them, not wait for things.
Yeah.
So, read, we got info on the hive worlds.
Yep. So those are worlds basically from ground to sky, just full of towers of people living there.
Oh wow.
Billions upon billions. And, yeah. City of 1,000,000 spires. It's literally just all people living there.
Damn, there's a lot of people. I'm not a peoply person, that's too many people for me.
Yeah.
And then we got the deaf worlds.
Yeah, these are worlds which are basically too dangerous to live on. So the... do they have an example of one? Because that's where some catagens are from.
Is that different things?
So these are some of the Primarch's homeworlds. So Baal is the one for the Blood Angels, Space Marines chapter. So this is where most of them will recruit their people from. Then you got Fenris for the Space Wolves, which is a icy planet.
Well, I don't want to live there. I'm sat here with multiple layers on and the heating on, and I'm still cold.
And then successor chapters. So these are some of the chapters that were made out of the first founding ones.
That's another one of the things they showed, isn't it?
That's the Black Templars chapter, I think that is.
Yeah, Black Templars, among the most famed of the successor chapters. One of and one of the deadliest.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is an example of some of the successor chapters, but there's like hundreds of them, so these are just some of them.
I like the colours of the Dark Kraken. There's so many. It means you can have a really full-on rainbow of army, can you?
Yep. I think one of my favourite looking successor chapters is the Legion of the Damned, I think they're called, which are... There's theories on how they were created and what they are, but they basically just appear out of the warp out of nowhere. But they're loyalist ones, and they just have flaming skulls for heads.
Cool.
People think they're led by the currently deceased Primarch Ferrus Manus, and just his warp spirit leading them through the warp.
Awesome.
But there's no evidence yet to say who's leading them or where they came from.
Yeah. Then we've got the Shadow and the Warp and the Reed, which
is the ability the Tyranids have, which basically cuts off an entire planet from the warp when they arrive. So Psychers can't use their abilities to communicate.
And then we've got the data sheets with the different moves again.
Yeah, and the abilities on them.
Yeah. It's nice that they built it up slowly instead of having it all, but it's just so much to learn.
Yeah.
But that's what the whole point of all of this is, to learn it. Monster hunt. Let's go and hunt some monsters. Though I think I usually am the monsters.
I don't know, every faction in Warhammer could be classed as monsters.
Good point. Yeah, so that's quite cool. And then again, repeating what they said before about the new ones coming soon.
Yep.
So, yeah, so 19, as we already know, is Parasite of Vortex, which looks funky. And then 20 is the Chaplain non-bike. I can't wait to see that. She looks so cool.
So I think those will be the last Tyranid and the last Space Marine.
Yeah.
thing we get.
Yeah, once you've painted that, I'm so excited to see it because it just looks so cool. And then we got that box, haven't we?
Yep. Did you want to grab the box?
Okay. So we have the Compact Patrol Premium Set 1.
Yeah, because we paid for the premium editions on these.
Oh, wow. So. Thicker book. So I'm guessing these are glued. There's no.
Yeah, so these ones aren't popped together ones. These ones will be glued together, I believe.
Quite a lot of spruce in here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the size of them.
So these two, I believe, are the Tyranid ones.
And then
these ones are the Space Marine ones. So quite a lot of pieces to put together here.
This is huge. Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, so these ones will be proper building things for us to put together.
Yeah, I'll probably end up getting you to help me with that then. So let's leave that there so we can have a look.
And that should be the instructions on them.
So this is the one you'll be building.
Yeah.
And this is the one I'll be building.
So I'll be getting the Brutalis Dreadnought and you'll be doing the Hive Tyrant.
It's going to be fun. Move it that way a bit. There we go. Okay, so obviously the yellow shows where the glue goes, which it totally needs.
Yeah, and also you got some very small bits like the little claws.
Yeah, I might end up getting you to help me with this for most of it.
So yeah, it's a lot of detailed stuff.
I mean, look at those little ones I've got to go on. They're so tiny.
Yeah, so obviously these premium kit ones, which I think it costs an extra £2 a month or something like that for, it might have been £2 per issue, I can't remember, for the whole sets.
Worth it though, because they look like they're going to be a really good size.
Oh yeah, it's £2 per issue because each issue is £10 and altogether it's £48 a month, so well, every 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, £2 per issue, and we get the premium kit ones which come with bigger special units, which are the more detailed ones.
This is your one.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of stuff to put together.
Yeah. Here. This is a lot of building. You're going to have to take some detailed photos for me to be able to share these.
Yeah, I'll probably paint it in parts as well.
Yeah.
Because it's going to need a lot of little areas that'll be hard to get to when it's all built.
Yes, definitely. So they're saying no glue for that bit.
Yeah, because you want to be able to have it move up and down because it shows them here.
Oh yeah. Oh, cool.
So that way it can show off the sarcophagus inside.
Okay. There's a lot you've got to build here. Wow, look at the size of the legs and now there.
Big beefy legs to carry that massive unit on top.
God damn.
Yeah, lots of little details.
This
It's
is
like
going to be
each of the little
so cool.
claws on the hands as well.
So again, no glue, so I guess they're going to move?
Yeah, they probably have them rotate.
Cool. Look at it, that is funky.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the biggest thing I've built and painted yet. So.
I'm looking forward to seeing that done. That's going to be really cool. And then we got how to paint all here, which I think we have all these colours to it yet. We have.
We don't have Caligar blue, I don't think, because I think that one's a layer paint.
Yeah.
Or Stormhost Silver
highlights.
or Paladin Rich Flesh.
So we don't have any of them yet then.
We have some of these, but not all of them. But these will be ones they're likely give us over time.
Yeah. And let's face it, you've probably got them upstairs already anyway.
I think I have most of them, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this
yeah, they recommend painting it in 2 separate parts first, so that you can
makes sense.
do it all.
Yeah.
That
Definitely makes sense.
sarcophagus is going to be a pain to paint.
Oh, that is going to be awesome. That is going to be so cool to paint. kind of jealous. I'll have to pop up when you're painting it if you're not doing it early hours in the morning so I can have a look. Yeah, that is a lot to paint. So much. Look at all the details.
Yeah, this one's going to be very painful if it gets anything wrong.
And this is my one.
Yeah, your one has big canvas areas with its big brain. You've got lots of different weapons and stuff to use on it. But its guns, its tentacles, its sword, its claws, its helmet.
Oh my god, look at it all.
Ooh, so you'll be getting a Carbo Crimson shade paint to go over all of the bony bits. To help give it that colour.
So funny, look at the effects of it.
Yeah, so it really shows what shading can do, because it's like from the plain whitish cream colour, and then just applying the shade paint gets all of the paint.
It looks so pretty.
Yeah. And then you go over some bits again with the wraith bone.
It's such an effective way to do it. And instructions on making sure what not to do as well, which is really helpful.
Yeah.
Oh god, look at it all.
Getting all the highlights on the armour plating and all that. It's going to be very detailed.
Yeah. This is going to be fun. Just look at all of the delicate little strokes they've got. They're going to be so freaking cool.
Yeah. So the bigger base, it looks like it's for the Dreadnought because it's a bit wider.
Oh, I can't wait enough I'm going to store it. I haven't got enough room for the ones I've got at the moment. I need more shelves.
Yeah, should get a shelving unit similar to the one I got.
Yeah, but where am I going to put it?
Well, I mean, where that little shelving unit is next to it, could probably just move some of the stuff off of there.
That's the rest of my stuff I use. We'll work it out. I have to move some of my puzzles, some of my Rubik's cubes and metal puzzles or something. But we will get it sorted. But I'm looking forward to getting this done.
So yeah, you can see how chunky this is. 10 toughness, 12 wounds.
Damn.
And yeah, these ones have what I believe they class them as brackets. So once it drops below a certain amount of wounds, it then has different stats.
Oh, right. Cool.
So. And then you'll have
mine's
your
a boot as well.
Yeah, and it also has a 4+ invulnerable save as well.
Nice.
10 toughness, 10 wounds.
It's going to be so much fun to paint.
And it hits a lot with its melee weapon.
Cool.
So 6 attacks on its bone sword and lash whip. And it's a weapon skill of 2+, so unless you roll a 1, you're hitting those attacks.
Nice.
A strength 9 as well, so it's going to hit a lot of things easily.
Cool. Oh, yeah, that is going to be fun. I am looking forward to building them. They are seriously cool. I'm glad we went with the extra. Yeah. I think it's definitely worth it because that's some seriously cool models there. So, that's everything we got. So, what was it? It was...
We got the Termagants with the Ripper Swarm, a couple more paints, the red and the orange, and your Psychophage as well.
Oh, that was it, in the Psychophage, yes. So, yes.
So, plenty of things for you to paint.
Yeah.
And a big, delicate one for me to paint. That's it.
I can't wait to see your one, that's so cool. But, anyway, well, thanks for watching. We will see you next time. I don't know when, because this one came early, so... Yeah,
because they wanted to avoid... I'm assuming they wanted to avoid all the Christmas hassle, so they sent it out this, like, only a week or two after the previous one to make sure it got here on time.
Yeah, we've had it sat here for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, so the next one will probably be... It shouldn't be too long into January, I think first or second week, because, as I said, we've had this one for a couple of weeks already, so...
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Right, we'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye. You want to say bye?
Bye.